All right, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing a little bit of a review of Inner Balance's Oestra HRT cream. So, if you have been around for a while, then you might have seen that I tried Winona's HRT, actually probably a year and a half ago at this point. I tried it for a few months, I had good results, however I didn't keep up with it because I wanted to see how my body would respond off of it after I made some other changes. I also shared that I had compared Winona to Inner Balance when I was deciding which HRT company that I wanted to go with, and I had ultimately gone with Winona. Now, ever since I published that article on my blog, I've had quite a few people come and ask me if there was any chance I would be willing to try Inner Balance's Oestra cream so that I could better compare it to Winona and just kind of share my feedback on that. Some people were disappointed that I hadn't actually ever used Inner Balance, so I decided, what the heck, let's go ahead and order it and try it. Inner Balance takes a totally different approach to HRT than Winona and some other providers, so I was actually kind of excited to try this out and just kind of see what the whole process is like. So, this is my Oestra cream that I got in the mail from Inner Balance. It came from Strive Pharmacy, which is a very popular compounding pharmacy. Basically what you do is you go on to Inner Balance's website. They only have one product. You start their quiz and kind of go through a really easy interactive quiz that really helps ease your mind as far as like education and stats and stuff like that. They'll give you a bunch of information. The whole premise, if you are considering HRT, then you probably already understand the reasons why and the certain symptoms and, things that you might be experiencing that would cause you to be, looking to HRT for symptom relief. But basically, there's a whole myriad of hormone issues that could potentially be solved by using bioidentical hormones that come in a cream like Oestra. So once you go through their quiz, it's super simple and easy. They ask you, what kind of symptoms are you experiencing? Do you have something like PCOS or endometriosis, perimenopause, menopause, things like that? You indicate all those things in the quiz because what they do is they then create a customized formula for you based on your responses. There are no blood tests required, and I know some people are a little turned off by that. However, it has been explained to me multiple times that when you do blood hormone testing, since our hormone levels fluctuate so dramatically throughout the day, you're literally getting just one snapshot. And a lot of times, and I know so many women feel this frustration, is they go to their doctor, they do the blood test hormone panel, and their doctor's like, no, everything looks good, but in your heart, like, there's something wrong. I don't feel my best, things aren't the way they should be, but they aren't treating you because that little snapshot that they gave you is saying, yeah, your levels are good, they're within range, and you're kind of dismissed. That's where a company like Inner Balance is kind of coming in and being like, we believe you, we know you're having these symptoms, and we are going to prescribe based on your symptoms, not on a blood test that could be inaccurate or not really showing the full picture. So that's how you get started with Inner Balance. You do their quiz, you get to the end, enter in your credit card information, they'll have you verify your ID because it is a prescription medication. And then you go ahead and, once you do that, honestly, this was the best part of Inner Balance. This is by far the fastest a prescription has ever been approved and shipped to me. I went through the process on, let's say on Monday, I received emails that my prescription was approved and shipped on the very same day. It was FedEx overnighted to me, and it was on my doorstep the very next day. That was insanely impressive. And when I got it, so it came in the Strive Pharmacy bag, and inside you'll have like your, regular pharmacy inserts that tell you how to use the medication, all the information on it. But they have a branded box, which I thought was really cool. And inside it is your cream. So it's customized to you. However, I'm sure they have kind of standardized dosages that they use based on your symptoms. And you can make adjustments throughout your treatment. If you're like, hey, I have this symptom still, or this thing, needs to be adjusted, they will make adjustments for you. So what it is it's a vaginal cream. It comes in this little pump bottle, and I actually already put a pump up here. What you do is you just press down, and it'll have one pump of the cream come up, so it's perfectly measured, and you just use your finger to apply it. I thought it would be vaginal inserts that you're gonna have to use, which kind of can be cumbersome. No, you just apply it with your finger, which I thought was really cool. There's 0 scent to this. There is no, when you use it, there's no leakage if you've ever used any kind of vaginal product before. I know I did when I was pregnant, and there was, it was messy. this is not like that at all. One concern with using a product like this would be like transmitting it to others. The directions on here just say to avoid contact for 4 hours after application. Yeah, pretty straightforward, very easy to use. You do it once a day, which can be hard to remember. Personally, I prefer something that was like once a week, but if you just make it part of your routine. So very easy to get the prescription, very easy to get started. This is what comes in the mail. It's pretty discreet because it comes in the Strive bag. You know, unless somebody knows that Strive is a compounding pharmacy, they still aren't gonna know what's inside your bag. Yeah, very excited to continue using this. It's $199 a month, which I think is pretty reasonable, pretty comparable to most others, maybe a little higher than like a Winona. But it's only one cream. Whereas like when you are using other HRT companies, they tend to have like multiple pills, patches, creams, whatever that you combine. This is just one cream. It's progesterone and estrogen in different, compounds to, concentrations based on your symptoms. And yeah, I'm excited to keep taking this. I'm excited to be able to share this with you guys. I know that the women in my community, my Simply Strong app community, most of us are over the age of 35. Most of us are, experiencing a lot of these hormonal symptoms. And it's nice to be able to personally have some hands-on experience with these types of products, to be able to share that with you. Not only like what the process was like for ordering it and what you can expect, but then like what results would look like. And it's going to be different for everybody. I am going to continue taking this and I will make sure to give you guys an update, but so far things are going well. I'm very excited about this product and continuing to use it. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, any feedback, anything, go ahead and drop them down in the comments. I will leave a link to Inner Balance here for you. If this is a product that you have been thinking about, but you're nervous, it's very pain-free, I promise you. The ordering process, the application, all that. And I have not experienced any dramatic negative side effects whatsoever. So I'm really looking forward to keeping you guys up to date on my journey with this, testing it out. I'm not gonna say that I'm gonna use it long term. I have no idea, but I'm very excited to try this out and to give you guys some feedback. So if you have questions, drop them in the comments. I will leave the link to Inner Balance there for you. And yeah, I hope that this video has provided you guys with some help if you've been feeling a little bit nervous about trying it, or you've been comparing a couple HRT companies and you're not sure which one to go with. I think that Inner Balance's approach with the vaginal application and just the way that they, explain that it's better absorption and more effective, I think that deserves giving a try, and so long as you're comfortable with the application method.